Hey guys, welcome to today's Geek Talk. Today we are going to discuss the new Star Wars Rebels Season 3 mid-season trailer. Just a little background on, if you're new to the channel, I have not really been into Rebels this season. I've liked the previous two seasons. This one I've kind of fallen off. I'm now kind of jaded to the point where I'm like, well, I don't really like the other, like the trailers have hyped me up for more than what the season has delivered. So you might hear a little bit of pessimism in me. So if you don't want to hear that, you might want to go. Also, this is not like a typical reaction video. I'm not going to just sit here and emote at the screen. I will be pausing and breaking down the trailer as we go through. So if you're not into that, I would suggest going away. This is more of a reaction breakdown, less of a straight out just reaction. So yeah, all those disclaimers out the way, let's go.
Kanan?
Call Jedi Order forward. This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Let's talk about Kenobi for a second here. I mean, we all kind of figured it out that Maul was going after Kenobi. So that's what the big part of the mid-season, that's like their hype point. Last year it was the Ahsoka and Vader fight. This one's going to be the Darth Maul and the Kenobi fight. And I'm kind of, there's a lot of feelings I have about this. Now, I kind of feel like that they're too lenient on capturing nostalgia or capturing what has come before rather than making a new path, making a new story with these Rebels and these Rebels crew. Rebels so far, except for the first season, I don't feel like has been a standalone property. Like I feel like it's been piggybacking on, you know, on other storylines. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like there's just too much fan service in this series. Hopefully there's more to it than just the fan service that I felt like I've been getting so far in Rebels, and I've gotten kind of tired of it. But hopefully I'm wrong. The one thing I do like about this is that we will get Kenobi and Maul, and what I like about it is that hopefully Maul will finally exit the Star Wars franchise by falling to Kenobi's blade. But not too sure about that. Nothing in the first part of the season that made me like it.
We'll deal with it. They can't keep it hidden forever.
Okay, so and that's Saw Gerrera, of course. So what we're gonna get is more insights into the Death Star, and we're gonna have Rebels lead into Rogue One, it seems like, a little bit. Now the thing about Rogue One is that yes, while the Ghost was in the Rogue One movie, I don't think Ezra and Kanan will be in that ship. Like, they should be gone at that point, especially when Mon Mothma and Bail Organa are talking about like getting every advantage by, looking for Kenobi and stuff like that. I don't think that Ezra and Kanan can be around for that, because that line would not make that much sense.
Something important. We'll deal with it.
And the reason why I think they're talking about the Death Star is, one, Saw Gerrera, and also this looks like Geonosis to me. So
we'll deal with it. And
also, in case you guys were wondering, yes, that is Forrest Whitaker. He's coming back to voice Saw Gerrera, who I think they're doing a good job of making an in-between version of what we see in the movie and what we saw in the Clone Wars, especially with his eye color. So I'm wondering if they're gonna put an in-lore explanation to why his eyes go from blue or green, I forget what they were in the Clone Wars, to being straight up brown, like dark brown in the movie. Right now it looks like his eyes are kind of a greenish right now. So I wonder if they're gonna say, like, maybe his debilitating health is affecting his eye color. What would be cool, I don't know if they're going to do it, I haven't seen it in the trailer yet. What would be cool if we did get a cameo for Jyn Erso, because Jyn Erso at this point should still be in league with Saw Gerrera as, like this, hold on, she was 16 when they left. I don't know how old she was in the movie, but if she was 16 when they parted ways, it'll be cool. It'll be a kind of a cool cameo to like just see her real quick with him, like just like, oh yeah, this is like my best, this is one of my top girls, Jyn Erso, she's awesome, or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
There's a rebel spy in our midst. Codename Fulcrum.
We're building.
All right, so as we know, Callus is Fulcrum. Like, that's something that they brought up in the past, or like what we kind of thought would happen in season 2 of Rebels, when he kind of like rethought about what the Empire meant to him. So it looks like Thrawn is onto him. Thrawn will probably snuff him out, and I don't know, I think Callus should probably maybe go. I think that might be something that he might need to do.
Fulcrum.
We're building an alliance. This is our rebellion.
Okay, so now we're officially getting the Rebel Alliance. Before I thought we were already there, honestly, from the beginning of season 2. Beginning of season 2, I thought we were already there, but I guess now since Mon Mothma is getting involved, they're going to be officially the Rebel Alliance now, so that'd be cool. I wonder if the same actress who plays her is doing her voice acting, just like Forrest Whitaker did for Saw Gerrera.
Rebellion.
A coordinated attack by multiple rebel cells is unprecedented.
So I'm wondering how close they're gonna try and get themselves to Rogue One. It looks like they're banding together very quickly. So what I hope for Rebels, I hope that they have a definitive ending in mind right now. Like Clone Wars, I feel like was kind of meandering towards like, you know, the 4th season and stuff like that. I hope that they have an end goal in mind for this series. Like they are going to end somewhere, and that this is actually going to lead into Rogue One, and then maybe end around Rogue One, maybe continue a little bit past it. But again, like I said, like Ezra and Kanan, who are kind of, you know, 2 of our major characters from Rebels, kind of got to be gone by that point. Whether that means dead or away from, you know, the rest of the galaxy, whichever that means, they have to be gone. So there needs to be an end goal here.
And it's exactly this moment I've been waiting for.
So we'll finally get to see what Thrawn is all about. Kind of cool to see him with the blaster. I mean, I don't really see Thrawn as someone who gets his hands dirty. I think he should be kind of like, you know, behind the scenes most of the time, not getting it like ordering people to get their hands dirty. I would like to finally see what his plan's going to be. Like it's awesome to be like, oh, he's letting him go because he has like this bigger plan. Oh, he's letting him go because he has this bigger plan. Like I would like to see, you know, a little bit more from Thrawn. I feel like he's been semi overhyped in this season so far. That's just me.
I should let them know we're coming so they don't shoot us down.
That's funny. Wait, you're not kidding, are you?
That was pretty funny. And I've always liked Ezra and his comedy. That's probably one of my favorite things about the series is I think Ezra and his sensibilities. Ezra is one of my favorite characters on the show. Unfortunately, I don't think I get enough of him in the episodes that I've watched so far in the season.
If you can convince your mother to...
Now, I don't like the way she got the Darksaber in the previous episode. We saw her get it, but it'd be interesting to see where it goes from here, because this makes her basically, you know, Mandalore. Like if you wield the Darksaber, then you are Mandalore. It's going to be interesting to see how the Mandalorians factor into the Rebel Alliance. I mean, obviously we did not see them, you know, in the original trilogy like as a ally, so obviously they're probably not going to be allies to the Republic, or to the sorry, not the Republic, but the Rebel Alliance. So not sure how this is going to pan out. I also would like to see how Boba Fett factors in to the Mandalorians, especially in the Clone Wars, how they try to say that Jango Fett had nothing to do with the Mandalorians, even though they're very ingrained into Mandalorian culture.
Rebels, all of Mandalore might follow you in the Darksaber.
Once people know you have it, you will be challenged. You must use all your skills together.
That's dope. I like that she's actually being trained to use the Darksaber. Although I think it's kind of like the Mandalorians respect, you know, hand-to-hand combat and that kind of stuff. But it seems kind of impractical, especially if you're trying to face a Jedi, like with a melee weapon. Like, you don't want to face a Jedi with a melee weapon. But it's kind of the same thing with Pre Vizsla and Maul. Like, you know, they fought to gain respect from the Mandalorians. So, but it's cool. I would like to see what kind of training Blind Kanan will provide to Sabine, and I feel like Sabine will actually be receptive to his training, unlike Ezra, because, you know, she's not a Force adept, so she will pay attention more to his training. So that'd be kind of this little scene interests me. I will admit that.
I'm fighting for you and everyone else not to lose what they've got.
And we get like some camaraderie there. I forget. In the Clone Wars, did Saw and Rex know each other and meet each other? I don't think so, because I think that episode, that arc on Onderon, was only with Ahsoka and Saw. I don't know if they ever met before. I don't remember if they met.
My friends make the impossible possible.
This is cool and everything, but it seems pretty impractical. Like, I mean, unless you're a Jedi, you shouldn't really be able to deflect blaster bolts. Like, that's just something that you should not be able to do. So I don't know if I really like agree with this weapon in terms of a non-force sensitive, but it's cool. Like, the concept of it I think is pretty cool, like that you have a shield that can deflect blasters and stuff like that.
We will show them.
Whoa, okay, yeah, so they're totally giving Thrawn a new like aspect to his character, where he is a hand-to-hand martial artist. Like, maybe they'll mention Teräs Käsi, but that never, I mean, it's been a while since I read the Thrawn trilogy, and I only read snippets of it. And I don't remember him ever being able to take on like assassin droids like this. Like I mean, again, I think Thrawn, his best ability is being able to direct and delegate power, not employ power himself in a one-to-one combat. So I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's cool. Oh, look at Thrawn's badass, but I don't know if I completely agree with the decision.
We'll never surrender to you, Thrawn.
I'm not accepting surrenders.
Whoa, what was that? What was that? Okay, hold on, let's go back. Oh, okay, I think she's probably with, not Kanan, Ezra at this point, and now she's going to try and use a lightsaber. I really have trouble with non-force sensitives using melee weapons. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just, I mean, it's a nice visual, but it just doesn't make sense to me.
I want utter defeat, crashing down upon you.
So we got Wedge again. He's back fully in the Rebel Alliance now. He's got his flight gear for his X-Wing. That's something we kind of miss. I don't know why we didn't get Wedge in Rogue One, by the way. Like, why was he not around in Rogue One? I wonder. That's oh, and we got Dodonna right there in the right corner, too. Wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. That's pretty cool, though. This little sequence right here. He's got his blaster and his lightsaber. That's pretty dope. That's what I thought Ezra was going to be. I thought he was going to be like this dual-wielding type thing, but he kind of like... That kind of hasn't really been a thing. I thought this was scary for a split second, but that's totally not scary. And of course, this is what we all are waiting for and all want, really, is the famed Kenobi versus Maul thing. Now, in the previous episode, they tried to make it seem like Kanan and Ezra would find Kenobi at the same time that Maul would, even though Maul knows exactly where he is. I'm glad to see that is not the case with this trailer. I'm glad to see that we're actually going to see them individually confront each other. So I'm pretty down for this, I must admit. Even though I said all that stuff about, like, I don't like them piggybacking on the previous material, I wish Rebels could stand alone on its own a little bit more. But still, at the same time, like, come on, this is Kenobi versus Maul. It's pretty awesome.
You're in the wrong place.
Ooh, they got them doing the more Alec Guinness sound effect here too, and they got him with his Ceresu opening, which is pretty cool. I don't know. Hopefully this is done well, but I definitely do have my doubts. Let me listen to that again.
You're in the wrong place.
I wonder who's doing that voice, because it's really good. I don't think it's Arnold Taylor, the guy who did him in Clone Wars. It's somebody else. I gotta listen to this again. It's pretty nice.
You're in the wrong place.
All right, cool. So that's their hype train is for that. So what I might end up doing, I mean, this hasn't really got me like that hype yet for like watching it again. Like, I'm officially off the Rebels hype train, I guess I would say. So what I'll do is if it looks like there's an interesting episode come up, I'll watch it. If it looks like there's several interesting episodes, then I'll watch the season again. But so far, that trailer, I mean, it was cool. It was exciting. You know, you have the same exciting stuff that's happening. But just from past experiences with this show, I don't think it's going to pan out to something that I'm going to enjoy episode to episode. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the whole skipping over filler watch, and you know, I watch Rebels Recon every now and again, so if I see something there that I'm interested in, then I'll watch it. Like, for instance, I don't know what the first episode is going to be about, but if it's something that I'm interested in, I'll watch it. If not, then I'm just going to skip over it. I'm not going to, like I told some people were like, oh, why would you not watch it? Star Wars. It's like, I'm not going to force myself to watch something that I'm not enjoying. You know, I will only watch it if it's something that I actually like doing. I'm not going to force it because, oh, I'm a Star Wars fan, so I have to watch it. No longer the case. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about it? Did you guys enjoy the trailer? Are you guys excited for Maul versus Kenobi? That's probably the thing I'm most excited about, is to see Maul versus Kenobi. Also, the stuff with Sabine and the Mandalorians, that looks pretty interesting. Other than that, nothing really else. I mean, like the combination of the Rebel Alliance, I mean, that's kind of cool, but that's something I'm like really looking forward to. I mean, of course, we got like generic action shots, which, I mean, the action will always be exciting, but it's always, what elevates that action is the context around it, and I'm so far like not like a super huge fan of the context so far in this season. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on this. Of course, peace, love, and may the Force be with you always.